Mean guitar rap. We're back with the best guitar series on YouTube. By now you should already know that we're talking about riffs that make you go. And today we have probably the hardest genre-specific video that I've had to make so far, because I wanted to include so many bands in this video, and honestly at the end I just settled for 10 bands, and I decided to include as many new and up-and-coming bands that fit more of the style that I really like, but also include some of the OG bands that really represent the genre and also have some of the meanest riffs ever. So let's not waste any more time and get right into the riffs. To start off, we have to begin with a new band, and a band that everyone who's watching this video that has been following me for a while knows I'm going to include in this video. It's a band that I love very much, and I'm glad that now so many of you also love it. It's Psycho Frame with the plot to nuke the Midwest. In my opinion, Psycho Frame is hands down the best new deathcore band there is, bar none. Their new album, Salvation Laughs in the Face of a Grieving Mother, I think is one of the best albums from this year so far. They've literally only been around for 2 years, I believe. Their first 2 EPs were released in 2023, and honestly I recommend you go and listen to their entire discography after you watch this video, because it's completely worth it and you're just gonna want more and more. So here's a little taste of why Psycho Frame is such an elite tier band. Next up is a classic band, and of course we have to have the kings of the OGs, especially if we're talking about the MySpace era. Basically the band that has been the face of deathcore for the longest time. It's Suicide Silence with No Pity for a Coward. I was having a really hard time choosing the riff that I wanted to play for Suicide Silence. I was debating between a couple from No Time to Bleed, and of course The Cleansing, and also some from the EP. And I didn't want to do Bludgeon to that because I just posted a vocal cover and I wanted to do a different song. And as I was listening to The Cleansing, this particular section of No Pity for a Coward really stood out to me, and as I was learning it, it was a lot of fun to play. So I was like, hey, I think this is the best option for the video. Switching it up again with another new band, and one that I feel is very underrated still. It's Killing of a Sacred Deer with Scourge of Terror. This is a song that was also from an album released this year, and I love it so much. I love the hardcore vibes in this album. There's a lot of two-steppy and hardcore style breakdowns, and there's also, in my opinion, a lot of Emure influence, and in this case this is a good thing for those of you who hate Emure. And funnily enough, the guy behind this project is Coulter, one of the vocalists in Psycho Frame, which really just goes to show how much talent there is in that band. But yeah, if you like a little bit more of a hardcore influence in your deathcore, you're definitely gonna enjoy this band. Bring back another OG band, and a band that is very near and dear to me. One of the bands that I listened to the most in my early teenage years. It's Carnifex with Lie to My Face. I know this is the most obvious riff that I could have chosen. Like, I could have chosen something from Slit with Savior or collaborating like Killers, but you just can't go wrong with the intro of Lie to My Face. It's just such a fucking punch in the face of a riff. It's I love the energy in this part. It's an undeniable song. have another MySpace era band, but this is more of an underrated pick. It's King Conquer with 6-gallon gasoline stomach. I don't know the ins and outs of their story, for that you'll have to ask Jan, but I believe when they were around, they were banned from a bunch of venues because their shows just got so freaking violent. And I think some of the members ended up forming Body Snatcher, which is also a pretty good band. But yeah, I love the energy that they had in all of their releases, however limited they were. And I think this riff really represents a lot of their core elements, and they're just a very enjoyable band to listen and play their songs. Real quick, if you like the guitars that I've been playing on this video and you want to check them out and literally every other piece of equipment that I used to make these videos and music, you can check them out in my affiliate link in the description down below to sweetwater.com. Moving along, we have a band that is as OG as it gets. It's Despised Icon with Purgatory. I love Despised Icon so much, and they have a bunch of older releases that I could have chosen picks from, but I've played them in other videos, and I just really enjoy the Purgatory album, especially the title track, because I feel it's a different vibe than the rest of the songs on this video. So I really wanted some really intense, crushing groove. Time to bring again another new band, and one that's really carrying the torch for MySpace revival deathcore. It's Reverend with Last Trace. Out of the newer bands that I've included on this video, Reverend is definitely the one that I've listened to the least, but I definitely enjoy a lot and definitely know what the hype is all about. And out of all the MySpace revival bands that I've listened to so far, I think they're the ones that doing the best, because they have the energy and the attitude, and they're also super young, so I think those just go hand in hand. And some people will call Psychoframe and Killing of a Sacred Deer revival bands, but I believe they're more of a natural evolution of what that sound would have grown into. They still sound pretty modern, while Reverend really embraces the sound of that time. Now we have to have the modern face of deathcore. You know what band I'm talking about. It's Lorna Shore with Prison of Flesh. I haven't really listened to their new album, but I've listened to this song, and the first riff of this song is an absolutely crushing riff. It's so aggressive, it's just what I want from this band. I perfectly understand why they don't do it for every song, but man, when they do, it really hits. Now let's bring back an OG band. It's the Acacia Strain with Swamp Mentality. And I chose to go with a song from their new album because I think it really shows that they still got it and they still are releasing bangers. And I've been really enjoying the last couple Acacia Strain releases. I think they have exactly the energy that I'm looking for, which is like this very like hardcore influence, kind of mathy, unhinged kind of vibe. And this song has a ton of groove, and I just love that. last but not least, we have another MySpace era band with a MySpace era release. And it's a band that hasn't been really featured almost at all in this series. It's Chelsea Grin with Chinese Stokes. And when I was 13, 14, I thought this song was called Cheyenne Strokes. I don't know. Dyslexia, I guess. I really love the Chelsea Grin EP. It's borderline slam. And it's so much fun. All of their songs are so much fun to play. And they're all just brain dead, chuggy, fun riffs. Like, we really don't give enough credit to early Chelsea Grin. But that's it for today's video, gang. As always, let me know in the comments down below what are your favorite deathcore riffs. I wanted to include a bunch of different bands that I just couldn't without a face to name a newer band. I wanted to include some Nailed It, Risen Era, Impending Doom. I wanted to include the Redcore, which I love. Job for a Cowboy, of course. I didn't include any Whitechapel also, but I've played it in a couple of videos, so I thought it will be fair if I didn't in this one. Like, I think most people would consider me more of a death metal guy, and I had a harder time making this video than the death metal episode. If you would like to watch another video full of mean and nasty and disgusting riffs, you can watch it right here. All my social media links and my Discord server link will in the description down below. As always, so please go ahead and check it out. Follow me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.